Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all okay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday makeup look. I've had so many people messaging me asking me what products I use and what I do for everyday makeup. Not that I wear it every single day, but this is the makeup that I wear every day when I can be bothered to actually do my makeup and when I have the time to. So if you'd like to find out what products I use and how I do my makeup, then please just keep watching. So before we get started, I like to put my hair back like that so I can just see what I'm doing. But the first thing that I start to do is my brows. So I use the Soap & Glory Brow Archery pencil to fill in my brows.
This room has been running out of air and now it's starting to spin.
I had my eyebrows done in forever. I just kind of pluck them myself and just keep up to them quite regularly so that they don't get too bad, but I think I actually need them doing. So I thought I'd do this video as more of like a chit chatty kind of get ready with me, because I've never really done one of those before. I normally just like make it all quicker and kind of just get on with it, because I feel like I'll just end up talking too much if I do this and it'll take me forever to do my makeup. So yeah, just fill in my brows, line them a little bit over the top here, but just to fill in them areas that are not as thick as others. And then at the front here, I'll just go like that with my brush, turn it the other way and just flick it up, and then use the other end of the brush to just comb it through and make sure there's no thick areas or harsh lines or anything like that. I think I'm quite happy with that at the minute compared to my other one. Maybe just give it a little bit more there. But yeah, that's as for my brows. That's kind of how I do them. Just keep messing around with them until you're happy with them, really. And then I like to use the Rimmel Brow This Way brow styling gel. It's got argan oil in it as well, but this is just a new thing that I've recently started doing to kind of like fill out my brows a little bit more and to set them in place a bit more. So I've been just doing like the outer part, because it is quite thick stuff. This obviously is the dark one, but it kind of just sets your brows in place a little bit more and gives them a little bit more definition, because it's quite dark, like I say. So I've been doing that. Just gives them a little bit more thickness and fills out any of those sparse areas. So yeah, that's one brow done, and then I'll do the other one.
You make me feel kind of bad, kind of good, kind of everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kind of wrong, kind of right, kind of anything, and I would change it if I could.
I feel like I can never get the brows to match. They never seem to go the same. But they aren't supposed to be twins, so you can never get them completely perfect. So don't beat yourself up about it if you've got one that's not as perfect as the other one. I always like to start off my makeup by doing my brows, just because I feel like they're quite a big staple of your face. So once your brows are done, then you can kind of do all your other makeup and you don't mess your brows up. Kind of if you do your makeup first and then try and do your eyebrows, it kind of ends up messing all your makeup up. So I'm sorry if I keep wriggling a lot, I'm so uncomfortable. So that's the brows done. I'm then going to move on to priming my eyelids. So for this, I just use the Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. Just pop a bit of this on my eyelid and then just blend it in with a brush. So just to like outline your brows as well, like this helps to just define them, as well as just priming your eyelids for eyeshadow. Just blend this concealer in to my eyelid like so. Make sure that it's all blended. Then taking my Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder, I'm just going to set the eyes now. Just set that concealer so that it stays. Just like to push it in like that with the brush. Just press onto the skin. And then for eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking this PS Eye Candy eyeshadow palette, which is from Primark, that I've been absolutely loving. This has been my go-to palette always at the minute. So I've been loving just using this like orangey shade here, and I just kind of put it all over my eyelid and try and get it like in the crease and just keep blending it until I'm happy with the way it looks. Across my eyelid like so, and just keep working it more to the edge of the eye, but just blend until I'm happy with the way it looks. I don't put loads on because this is just like an everyday makeup, and I feel like just even putting this amount on, it just gives my eye some more definition. And this palette is just so good, and I'm so glad I got it. I didn't think it was going to be really that good because obviously it's from Primark, and I know Primark's good because, well, you know I love Primark, but obviously I've never tried any of their makeup, and with it being cheap and stuff, you never think that it's going to be that good, but it's actually really good, and I would definitely recommend this eyeshadow palette. It's got some really nice colours in it. But I can't believe I'm still pregnant at this moment in time. Well, I can. Probably when you're watching this, I might have had him. We'll see. But I'm currently 15 days till my due date. So he's going to be here probably, hopefully, when this video goes live. I hope, because I'm fed up of being pregnant now. That's probably about it really for my eyes. I just leave it like that most days. Sometimes I will use winged liner. I've been using the Sleek winged liner. This one, just the Dip It Sleek winged liner. Moving on to my face now, I'm going to prime my face using the L'Oreal mattifying primer. This I've been using for maybe over 2 months now. I absolutely love this stuff, and I just feel like it gives your foundation a really nice base. So I'll just pop a little bit on my finger and put it on mainly my T-zone area, so on my forehead, on my nose, down the sides of my nose as well, and around, and then on my chin, because at the moment I've got quite a few spots on my chin, which is quite annoying. But yeah, I just use my fingers to do this part and just rub it all over, and then any like excess just smooth it out all over the face. So then moving on to foundation, I've been using the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation now for probably 2 months as well. I was using the L'Oreal True Match, but I've switched up to this one and I literally love it. I feel like it's my like perfect foundation. I really love it, and I don't think I'll even be, I don't know if I want to say this, but I don't want to go back to L'Oreal, I don't think. I don't know. I probably will do at some point, but at the moment I've been loving this, and this is in the shade, let me see whether it says it's still on it. I don't think it does. I'm sure it's soft beige. Number 53 it says on the bottom of it, but it doesn't actually say on it anywhere what it is. But yeah, this is such a good foundation, and it's I think £9.99, the same as L'Oreal as well, but I just feel like this gives me a really nice finish on my face, and I've had so many compliments on how good my skin looks when I'm wearing this. So yeah, this is the one that I've been using recently. So I'll just take my foundation brush. This is the Spectrum 802 brush. All my brushes are Spectrum brushes, apart from that other one that I used for my concealer. And I've got a highlighter brush which is from MAC, which the number is rubbed off. It's the 168 brush from MAC, which I used to do my highlighting with, but all my other brushes are Spectrum brushes, and I feel like they're really, really good. I got this set for my birthday last year, and they're just so good, and it's so easy to wash and clean, and I've never had any problems with them. They're not falling apart, because I remember I did get some brushes. It's the, which brushes were it that I got? Oh, the Real Technique ones. They just kept falling apart all the time after a couple of months of use. They just kept falling apart, but these have been great so far. So yeah, this is the 802 brush, and I'm just going to apply a pump of this onto here and start pressing that onto my skin. So yeah, I'll just do one pump first and do this side of my face and just see how far I get with that. But I kind of like to press into my skin. I feel like that gives me the best kind of finish. More of like a flawless kind of finish when you're pressing it into your skin. Also try and bring it down so you don't have any harsh lines. I do like to use quite a bit of it because I feel like if you're going to use some, you might as well use quite a lot and actually get a good coverage out of it. So I'll put another pump on now and do this side. The kind of quicker you do it, the more you can get from the pump, but I just feel like if you press it into your skin, it just gives such a nice finish. It just smells really nice. It smells really clean. That is done now. I'm just gonna blend it onto my neck a little bit more and like around my ears so there's no orange like lines, because I'm not very tanned at the minute, but it's quite good to my skin, matches my skin quite well. I just keep blending that down to the neck so I don't have any lines. So for concealer, I'm going to be taking the Lasting Perfection by Collection again. This is like my favourite concealer. It's so cheap and affordable and it's really, really good. So I'll pop that underneath my eyes. I always bring it like into this corner a little bit because I have quite dark bits there. So I'll bring it like that, and then and the same for this side. Down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the chin, and then on my forehead like a little pineapple. I'm running out of it, so I just like to make sure there's quite a bit here because I like this part to be light. So once that's done, I will then take this contour stick, which is from Autograph by Marks and Spencer's. It's the rosy one that she did like a collection. I don't know if she does it anymore, but I picked up this when she did and I really, really love using this to contour. So I just do like down the sides here, and then this side, and then a little bit just on my nose, then on my forehead. I know this is an everyday makeup look, and to some of you it might seem like quite a lot, but once it's all blended out, it really doesn't look that long and it can last me all day. And I'll do this first thing in the morning and it lasts me till tea time, till I want to remove it. And I just feel like if you're gonna do, like if I'm gonna do my makeup, I'd rather it look like it's actually done and complete, and it can last me throughout the day, and not just put a little bit on and then later in the day I feel like I look pointless. So yeah, so once I've done that, I'll then take my foundation brush again to blend out the contour part. Just again like swirling motions to like blend all that in, and then like so, just like circular kind of motions and make it look natural so it's not too harsh. And then just rub that one and bring it down the neck. The same on this side. in. I've only recently started contouring my nose a little bit. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more definition. Not that I've got a big nose or anything, I don't think, but it gives it a little bit more shape about it. And then to blend in my concealer, I'll just take my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just, this is damp as well by the way, and then just blend this in.
In my sight, I swear I'm hitting the floor. I could swear that my stomach just sunk.
Right, once all that is blended, I'm then going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder again and just this Spectrum B05 brush, which is just a little small one, just to set that concealer in place. So I like to press again, just press it into the skin underneath my eyes, making sure that I don't get a line there where the concealer is. And then I'll just keep pressing it in. So it gives that more of a definition for the contour part, but I still keep going back to my under eyes all the time to make sure that there's no lines where the concealer's gonna get out, and then just around there because they can crease sometimes, and then a little bit on the forehead. Then I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer, which I've been using for years now. Love this, it's my favourite. And on the Spectrum CO2 brush, I'll try and link the brush collection down below if anyone's interested, and you can go and check them out. They're really, really good brushes. I really recommend them. So I'll just do the contour where I did the cream contour, just to give it some more definition, and then on my forehead as well. Make sure it's all blended so there's no really harsh lines. It look quite natural. And also down my nose a little bit. I'm then going to take the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and just bronze my face up a little bit more. I always like to blow the brush just to make sure there's no excess. And this is the Spectrum A00 brush, and it's just a big fluffy brush to make everything, blend everything together a little bit more, so just all over my face.
I'll be dead if I take any more. You make me feel kinda bad, kinda good, kinda.
And then I'm going to put some mascara on. This is the L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll mascara, which also I love. I've been using for the past like just over a month probably now, maybe even 2 months, but this stuff is really good. So. And then I'm going to pop some highlighter on. This is the MUA Radiant Cashmere highlight, and I'm just taking that MAC brush I said before, which is the 168 brush, and just swirl that around a bit. Again, blow it and just give it a little tap so there's not loads of excess glitter. You don't want to put too much highlighter on. So I just like to go where the sun's like shining on my face, just there, and then this side, and then down my nose a little bit, and then on the cupid's bow, not too much again, but, and then also like to just bring it onto the brow bone. And then if you want to just add some more, so you can never have too much highlight, just add a little bit more until you're happy with how much you are shining and glowing. Then to finish off, I'm just going to do my lips, and I'm taking MAC's Saw lip liner. I really like this shade. It's just like a nice burgundy nudie kind of shade. So I'm just going to line my lips with this.
Everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kinda wrong, kinda right, kinda anything, and I would change it if I could.
I like to just like blend it out a little bit when I've done it, because I don't like there to be too much like too over the top. I like to just play around with it a little bit. And then I'm going to be taking this lipstick, which is from I Heart Makeup, I believe, and it's in the shade Lips That Won't Lie, and it's just this, again, like a burgundy nudie kind of shade. I'm just going to add a little bit of this NYX in, what is the shade? Lip L11. I'm just going to add a little bit of this into the middle of my lips just to give it a little bit more of a nude kind of look. This is a matte shade, but I just wanted to add a little bit more in the middle. So this is the finished look. This is my everyday go-to kind of makeup look. I wear this just on an everyday basis if I can be bothered to do my makeup, which most days I can't, but this is what I would wear. And I hope it was helpful to some of you that have been asking me what products I use and things over on my Instagram. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new here, then please hit that subscribe button. I'd love you to subscribe for more videos. I post 2 videos a week, and mummy related, beauty, fashion, pregnancy at the minute, obviously, because I'm due a baby anytime, which I hope comes soon because I'm sick of waiting now. I just want him here. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again in my next one. Thanks for watching.